ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a new ASMR Movie Geek review. So, I just got back from the movie theater. I watched the new Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie finally, and wow, I had a great time. So I'm gonna talk about the movie, but don't worry if you have not seen the movie yet. This first part of the video is gonna be completely spoiler free, so don't expect any spoilers or anything like that. And then about halfway through, I'm gonna give a spoiler warning, and then I'm gonna talk about spoilers. So let's just get into this. So I'm a big Sonic fan of the games, comic books, TV show. Let's just say I really like Sonic the Hedgehog, so I played the majority of the 2D and 3D Sonic games. I loved watching the various Sonic TV shows, and I always wanted like a big live-action Sonic movie, and it was rumored for a very long time. They had plans to make them a while ago, but finally we got one, and it was huge. It came out about 2 years ago, and I reviewed that first movie, and I really enjoyed it. And then this one came out, and let me tell you, I was expecting it to be, equal or just as good as the first one. And what I got was a movie that was even better. Like, it's way better for me, especially because I feel like everything just increased, like the amount of jokes, the amount of like funny moments and character interactions and references to the games, and it was great. The movie was great. A little bit long. I have to say that the movie, there was like a certain part near the middle to last half of the movie that felt like it dragged on just a little bit. Like, I felt like maybe they could have cut like 5 or 10 minutes, but it was really good. It just felt a little bit slow at a certain part where you really wanted to see what was gonna happen, and the movie kind of decided to, go a little bit slow, but it was great. It was still fine, and I really enjoyed the entire movie. The audience reaction was amazing. So many people reacting positively to the movie. It reminds me of when I went to go watch Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man movie. So many people in the theater, like, reacting and, like, being super happy. The same thing happened when I went to go watch Avengers, Endgame and Infinity War. So many people cheering and stuff, so the Sonic fans definitely came out for this one. I have to say that the best thing about going to movie theaters with like a large group of people sitting down with you is the laughing. Like, when there's a funny scene and you start laughing and then everybody starts laughing, it makes you like even happier. You laugh even more. That's why watching comedies in the theater is like the best thing ever, because if everybody's laughing, you're laughing too. I don't know, just really like cheerful and happy. But wow, they improved on a lot of things. I have to say that Sonic, I feel like they made his CG even better in this movie. Like, the fur detail and stuff, physics look a lot better than the first movie. And the first movie, for me, already looked great, especially after they fixed how Sonic was gonna look like in that one. This movie also just like picks up directly where the last movie ended. That's not a spoiler, but yeah, that's so good. Like, I really like that. A lot of movies, like sequels, they'll start you out like 1 year later or 2 years later, but no, this movie, it's like picking up like right after almost. Like, barely anything happens, so it feels like you didn't miss any action or fun moments, so I really like that. Let me think, what else do I want to talk about? Jim Carrey. Oh my goodness. Jim Carrey is amazing. Like, I always thought he was like a great actor. You know, he was in so many comedy movies. He did some serious movies where he played like crazy characters and stuff pretty well. And then now he's playing Eggman, Dr. Eggman, aka Robotnik, here in the Sonic movies, and he is back and better than ever. I feel like he is trying his best, and I think he's doing a great job. He acted like perfect, like Sonic. How you expect Sonic's, like, you know, Dr. Eggman to act in a movie is exactly what you get with Jim Carrey. So I absolutely loved his performance. Sonic's voice actor, great job. All the other characters in this movie also, like, I had no complaints. The voice acting was great. The action, there was way more action in this movie compared to the previous Sonic movie. And that's another reason why I like this movie more. Like, the first Sonic movie had a lot of like exposition and backstory and was kind of like trying to humanize Sonic a little bit, make you feel for him, kind of explain how he's feeling, what's going on. And then you had some action moments like in the middle and near the end. This movie, though, it starts with it's all over the movie. So many great scenes. The music was fantastic. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but a little more on that later. There's a part of the movie that made me smile as a Sonic fan, so I really liked that. Let me think. What else did I want to say? Yeah, the jokes in this movie were surprisingly, like, really good. There was a bunch of jokes that were just happening, and I was laughing. The people behind me were laughing. People next to me were laughing, so I don't know, it was just a great experience. I really liked that, and there was like a variety of Sonic fans. Like, you had parents going with their kids to watch the movie. I saw some like older people, like grandparents, I guess, coming with their grandkids. There were teenagers there. There were, like, you know, young adults. Bunch of people, like, all Sonic fans. I feel like they're all sorts of ages. Like, you got people that are older that like Sonic. You got people that are like 5 years old that are huge Sonic fans, you know. So it just made me really happy. All these people coming to watch the movie, having a great time. Let me think. It's kind of tough talking about some things because it's in the spoiler area. I talked about the special effects, the music, characters. The story was also pretty good. I have to say, the story was like very adventurous and had comedic moments in it, so I love that. Then there were at least 2 moments of the movie where things got kind of serious, and I was like, oh man, what's gonna happen? Like, you were worrying a little bit, which I thought was perfect. I like when movies that are supposed to be really happy and family friendly kind of go a little bit dark at times, and that's exactly what this movie did, so I liked that. The movie also had one of the best end of credit scene teasers that I've seen in a few years. Like, I really like this one. As a Sonic fan, it meant a lot. This movie, by the way, is just full of references that I feel like you have to be a Sonic fan to get most of them or play some of the games. The movie also had references to a lot of other, like, pop culture stuff and movies, which, you know, I feel felt like fit right in with the movie. There was like a reference to like Limp Bizkit, if any of you know that band. It's a pretty funny reference. Dr. Eggman does it like towards the end of the movie. There's like references to like Indiana Jones, and Ghostbusters has like 2 references in the movie that made me laugh. So lots of funny things thrown into the movie. You could tell the director and the writers were having a lot of fun with Sonic, and it's funny, like, this movie, you could split it in half, and like you have like a portion of the movie which is like lighthearted and funny and full of jokes and memes and things like that. And then you have like the other half of the movie which is more serious and takes itself seriously with story and action sequences and danger and great special effects. So yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. For me, it's probably one of the better video game movies. Like, I would put this in my top 5 or top 10 best video game movies. I would put like Uncharted in there. I would put Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and a few other video game movies that I really enjoyed. This was a great movie. I highly recommend going to see it. If you can't see it at the theater with a group of people, maybe wait until it comes out, on streaming or Blu-ray or whatever. Definitely worth watching, especially if you watch the first movie. But let me tell you something. There were people at the theater that did not watch the original Sonic movie, and they just went to watch this one, and even they really enjoyed it. So I think this movie, even if you didn't watch the previous one, you can just jump right in and watch it. Like, you won't miss too much. It was great. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, gets a very high rating from me. Honestly, I'm a little bit sad that Fortnite or other video game companies aren't doing like a Sonic the Hedgehog collab right now. It would be awesome if like we could get like Sonic the Hedgehog skins in Fortnite or something like that for another video game. There's not much cross promotion going on, but great movie. Can't wait for the next one. They said they're already making Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and I have a feeling if they go where I think they might with the next movie, it might be one of my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog movies, if it turns out how I think it might. So I'm super excited for the future of the series. So let's jump into spoilers. Okay, so this movie introduces 2 new characters from the Sonic universe or Sonic world. The previous Sonic movie kind of teased at the end characters that would be making an appearance, but yeah, Tails and Knuckles both appear in this movie, and it kind of loosely follows the plots or certain elements of the plot of like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Kind of like the first movie took elements from like Sonic Adventure, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, kind of made it its own thing. That's what this movie did. So really enjoyed it. Knuckles, oh my goodness, voiced by Idris Elba. Great actor. He did a fantastic job giving Knuckles like a warrior voice in this movie. Knuckles was like one of my favorite Sonic characters, and I was like really happy seeing him in this movie, so that was great. For those that don't know, Knuckles originally in the first appearance in Sonic, it was actually kind of like a villain character that wasn't really nice to Sonic or his friends. And then later on, they became friends, and Knuckles is now an ally to Sonic in most of the games. So this is what the movie does. It kind of like makes him an enemy of Sonic near the start, and he's working with Dr. Eggman, who's kind of tricking him to work for him. So that's amazing. I really liked all that. We have Tails showing up as Sonic's friend. Apparently Tails has been watching Sonic and being a huge fan of him, and then just like shows up to warn Sonic that Knuckles is coming after him, and it's great. I loved all the character interactions at the end of the movie. They're all friends, and it just made me so happy to see Knuckles, Tails, and Sonic just all happy hanging out together. I loved that. Surprisingly, there is no Amy in this movie. Now, I wonder if Amy might make an appearance in the next movie, but yeah, so far no Amy. Now, I know there's people talking about that Amy is kind of like a divided character in the Sonic fandom or community. There's people that absolutely hate having Amy in the Sonic games, and maybe they don't want her in the movie. Like, we don't know. But it's kind of curious that she has not appeared yet, even though there are people that are huge fans of her, so she might make an appearance later, I think. But she's not in this movie. It's just Knuckles and Tails as the new characters. Basically, just to go through the story really, really fast, the movie takes place like a couple hundred days after the first movie, but it's basically nothing changed. Sonic is still living with the same people who are like super happy and friendly, and he's going on adventures trying to be a hero, and it's great. And Dr. Eggman is still trapped on this mushroom planet with just mushrooms, and he's going crazy. It's great. He still has a piece of like Sonic's like fur, which he basically uses to charge some mushroom machine. It's funny, but hey, it's a video game movie. It's not supposed to be realistic. Basically, he attracts the attention of Knuckles, who shows up through a portal, and Dr. Eggman and him joined forces to go find Sonic. Now, Knuckles is looking for Sonic because he believes Sonic is the one that stole the Master Emerald and basically killed all his people, or he was working for the people that killed his people, aka the Echidnas. So, there's all that going on. Then, basically, as the movie goes on, Sonic and Knuckles are fighting, and Dr. Eggman, is kind of playing them both against each other on purpose. He's there to kind of like sneak around in the background, making them do all the work so he can find out where the Master Emerald is, which for those that have played the Sonic games, the Master Emerald is this big green emerald that Knuckles is the protector of, and in this movie he's trying to find it, and Sonic's trying to find it as well, to protect it, even though he doesn't know what Knuckles' reasons are at the moment. So a lot of action sequences. There's an amazing scene with Sonic snowboarding with like a piece of broken metal off a mountain. It's amazing. It reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Adventure. Specifically the first Sonic Adventure game, there's like a snowboarding scene, kind of like that level. So, really, really liked that about this movie. There's like references all over the place. The Sonic the Hedgehog theme music plays as a ringtone in the movie. I loved that. I would have liked to see more Sonic music from the video games making appearances, because Sonic games have great music, especially like the final boss themes and things. I was a little bit disappointed they didn't make appearances in the movie, but music was still great. There are references to like other Sonic little Easter eggs and things, like the Sonic the Hedgehog manual and stuff like that, just thrown in the movie. So if you paid attention, you would get a few of these, which personally I was a big fan of. There's a part in the movie where a secret government organization is revealed to be GUN. And for those that don't know, GUN is a special organization, undercover like ops organization that actually exists within the world of Sonic Adventure 2. They were involved with keeping Shadow locked up, and we're trying to find him and Sonic, and there's a whole backstory with that, which made me very, very excited when I discovered that, because apparently, this is a big spoiler, apparently the next Sonic movie is going to have Shadow, one of my favorite Sonic characters. So he shows up at the end of the movie. There's like a brief teaser where they show him inside the pod, or the chamber that he basically was in Sonic Adventure 2. He was sleeping in this. They discover him, so I assume in the next movie he's gonna escape. He's gonna go find Sonic. Maybe they're gonna go to the lunar colony, the Ark, that's in Sonic Adventure 2, and there's gonna be all that stuff going on. I really hope they go with the Sonic Adventure 2 story for the next movie, but yeah. Enough of that. I was going off completely on another subject, but yeah, I was really excited by those references thrown into other Sonic games and things like that. So, basically, at the end of the movie, Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman creates like a huge, I want to say like death egg machine, this like huge robotic machine, which is basically what Dr. Eggman does at the end of every Sonic game. He creates like a huge evil creation to wipe out Sonic and his friends, and he gets the Chaos Emerald. Oh no, he doesn't get the Chaos Emerald, he gets the Master Emerald, and he basically absorbs it and uses it as an energy source to power his machine. And basically it's up to Sonic and Tails and Knuckles to sneak up and defeat Dr. Eggman. Now prior to this, there's a whole sequence where Tails and Sonic are like knocked out. Sonic wakes up as Knuckles and Dr. Eggman are about to get the Master Emerald. They found a secret temple under the ocean, and Sonic has to like run on the water to get to this temple, and there's like a huge battle between Sonic and Knuckles, and then Dr. Eggman, while they're fighting, sneaks in, steals the emerald, and leaves. So then Sonic has to rescue Knuckles, and Knuckles is very surprised that Sonic saved him. And then he ends up saving Sonic, who cannot swim, because according to the games, if you ever played the Sonic games, Sonic usually dies if he's under the water. So yeah, there was like a really nice scene with Knuckles saving Sonic, so I really like that. And then we get the final battle when all hope is lost. The Master Emerald breaks in Sonic's hands, revealing all of the emeralds. So for this entire movie, we mostly just saw like the green emerald, but when it shatters, it reveals like, you know, the blue, the red, the white, the green emerald, yellow, and Sonic absorbs them all. And as soon as Dr. Eggman is coming to basically kill him with a destroying blow, Sonic transforms into Super Sonic in all his golden glory, just like in the video games. And he absolutely goes like Super Saiyan on Dr. Eggman and his machine creation, blocking every single blow as if it's nothing. It was insane. Everybody in the theater was like super happy when this scene came out. I was happy. The effects, the special effects were great. This was the first time in live action, like CG, we got to see Super Sonic like this, and wow, I was not expecting it to look that good. It was great. The only thing that could have made it better is if they played like a remixed version of like a Supersonic theme or something. I feel like the music in this movie could have been better if they took stuff from the games and like made an orchestral remix, upbeat version. Kind of like, I don't know, there's other video games that are so good that when they make a movie about them and don't use the game music, it kind of makes it feel less, you know? So, I don't know, I feel like if you're making a movie based on a video game, you should use remixes or orchestral versions of the music to make it even better, but they didn't really do that in this, which is like one thing I didn't like that much, but it was still an awesome scene, amazing. Sonic ends up winning, of course. Dr. Eggman disappears. Knuckles, Tails are all happy and friends, and they all go back to hang out with Sonic at his house, and it's great. Very happy and nice ending. The movie ends with the Sonic the Hedgehog song that Kid Cudi made. I forget the exact name of it, but I have it on Spotify. Shout out to Kid Cudi, by the way. He apparently is a big Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I never knew that, but apparently at his house he has like all the Sonic the Hedgehog video games and like special systems and TVs to play them all because he's a big fan. So it makes a lot of sense that they got him to do the music for the movie. I'm sure he was really happy. And of course, after the credits roll, there is a hidden secret Easter egg scene with Shadow basically waking up, and it sets up Sonic the Hedgehog 3, so I cannot wait for that movie, and I absolutely loved this one. So if you're a fan of Sonic, if you're a fan of video game movies, if you just like fun and happy you know, cuddly character type movies, you gotta go watch this one. It was great. I feel like it's for all ages. Like, you can be a kid, teenager, adult, even old, like grandparent, and you will still enjoy this movie. It's like for everybody. There were some jokes in the movie. There were like 3 jokes in this movie that I feel were like more for adults, which is kind of surprising because I don't think any of the kids got them. And then a lot of other just really funny jokes for everybody. And there was this really funny scene where Sonic is left at home in the house that he's staying at, and he's alone with this dog, and they basically just have like a huge house party. Sonic's like having a bubble bath in a swimming pool in the living room, eating all this junk food, having fun. It's crazy. I love it. They really gave Sonic his like iconic Sonic attitude that he's always had in like all the video games, all the TV shows about him. So they really nailed that aspect about Sonic. There's also this really funny scene with Sonic and Tails in Siberia, where they go to this like tavern, and the people there are like all angry and want to like burn them. And Sonic basically has like a dance off with this guy there, and Tails and Sonic are like dancing, doing all sorts of like cool moves. It was great, such a fun scene, and this movie is like full of stuff like that. So really love this movie. I give it 2 thumbs up, 8 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, very high rating for a video game movie like this, but I feel like it deserves it. Definitely go see it, and I can't wait for the next one. So thank you everybody that told me to go watch this movie. I finally did, and one of the best, like, fun, lighthearted movies I've seen this year. Definitely gonna try to watch it again, and I can't wait for the future of this series. So thanks, and so long.